Have you ever looked at an old piece of jewelry and wondered about the stories it could tell? Well, during the Victorian era, jewelry didn't just tell stories, it spoke a secret language. From the 1830s to the turn of the 20th century, people in the Victorian period were obsessed with symbolism, and they wore their heart's hopes and even their grief right on their sleeves, or rather on their brooches, rings and lockets. Let's start with gemstones. This wasn't just about picking a pretty color. Every gem had a meaning. Diamonds symbolized eternity, sapphires meant loyalty, and pearls represented tears or purity. They even created something called acrostic jewelry. This is where the first letter of each gemstone in a piece would spell out a secret word. For example, a ring with a lapis lazuli, opal, vermeil, another name for a type of garnet, and emerald would spell out love. It was a clever, romantic code hidden in plain sight. Nature was another huge inspiration. Floral motifs were everywhere. A rose, of course, meant love, while a pansy, which comes from the French word penser meaning to think, signified think of me. Ivy meant everlasting love and friendship. And a forget-me-not was a clear plea not to be forgotten. Animals played their part too. Snakes, which might seem a little strange to us today, were incredibly popular. Prince Albert gave Queen Victoria an engagement ring shaped like a snake with an emerald head, symbolizing eternal love and wisdom. Doves represented peace and the Holy Spirit, while butterflies symbolized the soul. But the symbolism wasn't always happy. The Victorian era was also a time of high mortality rates, and mourning was a very public, structured affair. Mourning jewelry became a huge part of this. These pieces were often made from jet, a deep black fossilized wood that was light to wear and could be carved into intricate designs. But perhaps the most personal and poignant material used was human hair. Loved ones would save locks of hair from the deceased and have them woven into beautiful, complex patterns inside brooches, rings, or lockets. It was a way to keep a physical part of that person with them always, a tangible token of memory and love. So, the next time you see a piece of Victorian jewelry, look closer. It's not just an antique accessory. It's a conversation starter, a love letter, a memorial, a story waiting to be read. Each gem, each flower, each tiny detail was chosen with purpose, making Victorian jewelry one of the most personal and fascinating art forms of its time. Thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this glimpse into the past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories behind the sparkle.